Day last year she stood on that porch, sunset burning gold behind her like a torch, suitcase shaking in her trembling hands, saying one day you'll understand. Tried to smile, tried to be strong, but every mile she drove felt like something gone. I still hear her heartbeat in these fields. I still feel the truth I never healed. 'Cause today last year she packed her dreams, but it's small town life and the love in between, chasing big bright lights she swore she'd find. Said she needed more than this simple life, and I stood there watching her fade down that street. Today last year she packed her dreams, and she took a piece of me. Her old flannels hanging on the back porch rail, catching every whisper of the winter gale. I played her voicemail just to hear her laugh, like a ghost that keeps pulling me back. She said, don't wait up, but don't forget. Funny how love leaves echoes you can't quit. And I still see her dancing in those jeans, spinning wild through all my memories. 'Cause today last year she packed her dreams, left a small town life and the love in between, chasing big bright lights she swore she'd find. Said she needed more than this simple life, and I stood there watching her fade down that street. Today last year she packed her dreams, and she took a piece of me. I hope she found the star she wanted. Hope the city lights don't feel too haunted. But if she ever turns around, I'll still be here in this little town. 'Cause today last year she packed her dreams, but I'm still holding on to what used to be. If she ever comes back needing something true, my front porch light's been waiting for you. Yeah, I'm still standing where she left me to be. Today last year she packed her dreams, and she took the best of me. Sunlight spilling through the screen door on an empty kitchen chair. Your coffee cup still on the counter, like you might come back from nowhere. I've swept these floors 100 times, but somehow your shadow won't disappear. Yes, last year's goodbye still echoes here. I've tried moving on, I've tried letting go, but there's some such a memory that won't. 'Cause every room is whispering your name. Every night I feel that old heartbreak again. I keep telling myself you're gone, but the truth is loud and clear. Last year's goodbye still echoes here. Still echoes here. I drive past that faded high school sign where we carved our names in June. Thought time would smooth the edges, but it only sharpened thoughts of you. I've changed the locks, I've changed my mind, but the past keeps knocking in my ear. Your last year's goodbye still echoes here. It's a quiet hurt, it's a long slow fade, and I swear I hear you calling my name. 'Cause every room is whispering your name. Every night I feel that old heartbreak again. I keep telling myself you're gone, but the truth is loud and clear. Last year's goodbye still echoes here. Still echoes here. Maybe someday I'll wake up and the silence won't feel so loud. Maybe someday I'll let love in and finally lay your ghost down. But tonight I'm standing in the ruins of everything we held dear. And last year's goodbye still echoes here. Yeah, every room is whispering your name. Every night I feel that old heartbreak again. I keep telling myself you're gone, but the truth is loud and clear. Last year's goodbye still echoes here. Still echoes here. Still echoes here. She grew up where the fields roll on forever. Bare feet, back roads, wild as summer weather. But she always talked about finding something more, a life that didn't end at the old barn door. I saw it in her eyes when the sun hit just right. She was already reaching for a different kind of sky. I held her hand, but she held her dreams tighter. And I knew the world out there burned brighter. The day she left the dust for neon lights, she traded Friday bonfires for city nights. Said she loved me, but she had to try to see the world past county lines. I watched her drive off as the sky turned twilight. Yeah, that was the day left the dust for neon lights. I still see her face on every billboard sign, laughing like she always knew she'd shine. She's singing songs about dreams and breaking free, while I'm still humming the one she left with me. I wonder if she misses the quiet of home, or if the glow of the city finally feels like her own. Sometimes I think I hear her voice on the wind, saying if I don't chase this now, I never will again. The day she left the dust for neon lights, she traded Friday bonfires for city nights. Said she loved me, but she had to try to see the world past county lines. I watched her drive off as the sky turned twilight. Yeah, that was the day she left the dust for neon lights. Maybe someday she'll come back around, when the flash starts fading and she misses this town. Maybe she won't, and that's alright. Some hearts are made to burn too bright. The day she left the dust for neon lights, I lost a girl, but she found her life. And even though she's gone, I still stand by, proud she had the strength to fly. 'Cause chasing dreams means leaving something behind, and hers began the day she left the dust for neon lights. I was raised on rows of cotton, sunburned arms and Friday nights. Never dreamed I'd trade that gravel for downtown streets and traffic lights. But love will make a man go wander, even one who hates the crowds. Chasing her across the map, trying to figure this life out. I ain't made for concrete canyons, but she's the kind worth every mile I'm landing. Now I'm a simple man, counting city miles, trying to find her in the neon smiles. I left the fields back home, followed her style, still wearing boots on high-rise tiles. Yeah, in a world that never sleeps a while, a simple man counting city miles. She said she needed more than sunsets on the tailgate of my old Ford. Needed somewhere dreams grow higher than the silo by the hardware store. So I packed up my quiet heartbeat, tuck it in beside her things. Now I'm learning how to breathe sirens tend to sing. And though I miss that open sky, I swear I'll stay as long as her heart's mine. I'm a simple man, counting city miles, trying to find her in the neon smiles. I left the fields back home, followed her style, still wearing boots on high-rise tiles. Yeah, I'm fishing for a piece of peace in a world that never sleeps a while. A simple man, pretend the headlights are fireflies, and I wonder if she sees the boy who left his hometown compromised. But she'll take my hand and hold it tight, say, baby, you're my favorite wife. And suddenly the whole world feels worth every borrowed mile. 'Cause I'm a simple man, counting city miles. But with her love, this place feels worthwhile. I left the fields back home, followed her smile, still wearing boots on high-rise tiles. Yeah, I found my piece of peace in the rhythm of her laugh tonight. A simple man in the city lights, a simple man, counting city miles. I still hear her laughter floating through them fields of July gold. Bare feet on my tailgate, saying she never let me go. But seasons change like heartbeats, and miles pull folks apart. Guess all my small town promises couldn't hold her restless heart. I ain't angry, just wondering why her sky got tired of open skies. 'Cause she swapped my dirt road for his downtown ride, left the quiet of the crickets for the city lights. Guess she wanted neon dreams, not a porch swing life. 1,000 people passing by instead of stars at night. Yeah, she traded my slow and steady for his fast and bright. She swapped my dirt road for his downtown ride. I heard she's sipping rooftop wine and wearing heels she never owned. Funny how a skyline can make a girl feel grown. But I still keep that photograph of us parked by the county sign. She looked at me like forever, but forever changed its mind. I guess some hearts chase a different view, even if it breaks the one they knew. She swapped my dirt road for his downtown ride, left the quiet of the crickets for the city lights. Guess she wanted neon dreams, not a porch swing life. 1,000 people passing by instead of stars at night. Yeah, she traded my slow and steady for his fast and bright. left the quiet of the crickets for the city lights. She chose a different song, and that's alright. I'll keep my heart on country time. Yeah, she traded my slow and steady for his fast and bright. She swapped my dirt road for his downtown. I still drive that same old road at night, but now it leads me to a brand new life. She was a small town fire burning wild and bright, dreaming big beneath the county fair lights. I held her close on those gravel road nights, but a heart like hers don't stay in one place for life. She talked about the skyline like a long-lost friend, and said the city felt like somewhere her story could begin. I tried to hold on, tried to pull her back to me, but some dreams fly higher than a love can reach. City lights took what I couldn't keep, stole the girl who once swore she'd never leave. Guess her future was brighter than this dusty street, and I can't blame her for chasing what she needs. Yeah, she traded my open sky for a world that don't sleep. City lights took what I couldn't keep. Now it's late night coffee in an empty bed, just echoes of the sweet things she once said. I drive past the places where her footprints stayed, try not to break down as they slowly fade. Her mama said she's working in some downtown bar, singing her heart out under neon stars. I still pray those lights don't dim her flame, that the big city nights remember her name. City lights took what I couldn't keep, stole the girl who once swore she'd never leave. Guess her future was brighter than this dusty street, and I can't blame her for chasing what she needs. Yeah, she traded my open sky for a world that don't sleep. City lights took what I could give. Maybe someday she'll look back and see that love like ours ain't easy to leave. But if the city gives her everything she dreamed, then I'll let the memory of us stay sweet. City lights took what I couldn't keep, They can't steal the part of her that stayed with me. Though her future's shining where I can't compete, I love her quiet from these back road fields. Yeah, she traded my open sky for a world that don't sleep. City lights took what I couldn't keep, and I still turn the porch light on every now and then, just in case those city lights got her home again. Rolled in on a Monday, shiny shoes and a leather briefcase. Looked so out of place on my daddy's dusty driveway. I was just pumping gas at the old red mill when he smiled my way, and time stood still. I laughed inside thinking, boy, you're too clean. But something about those eyes hit deeper than it seemed. He talked big dreams, bright lights far from these fields, and I swear right then I forgot how to breathe. 'Cause a city suit stole my country heart with his soft kind words and his uptown charm. Never thought I'd fall for a skyline man, but he held my world in his callous free hands. Now I'm half small town, half boulevard. Yeah, city suits stole my country heart. Tried sweet tea once, said it tasted like sunshine. I showed him how to fish down by the county line. He showed me rooftop bars, neon lights at dusk. I showed him dirt roads and the nights you earn trust. We were two worlds trying hard not to collide, but somehow we met somewhere in the middle inside. He said, girl, the city needs a soul like yours. Something in me whispered, what are you waiting for? 'Cause a city suit stole my country heart with his soft kind words and his uptown charm. Never thought I'd fall for a skyline man, but he held my world in his callous free hands. Now I'm half small town, half boulevard. Yeah, city suits stole my country heart. Sometimes love ain't boots on gravel, sometimes it's heels on a city sidewalk. Sometimes it ain't the road you plan, but the one you walk. 'Cause he's the map I never thought I'd read, the place I didn't know I'd need. A city suit stole my country heart, took this farm girl life and lit a brand new spark. Now we're dreaming big with a down home start. Two different worlds but never apart. Guess love don't care where you came from, darling. A city suits stole my country heart. She grew up running wild through the tall grass roads, sunburned cheeks and a heart nobody could hold, barefoot dreams in a sky full of fireflies. She believed the world was bigger than our county lines. I still see her spinning in the summer haze, chasing tomorrow like it was hers to take. But the wind started pulling her farther each day, till the silence said more than she could say. And now this old dirt road don't echo like it used to. No laughter drifting in the morning dew. The day she left, the lantern quiet and restless. But that was where the fields lost her footsteps. But I still walk the path she used to trace, trying to feel her in this empty place. She always talked about lights that never fade, a city skyline calling out her name. Said the world was wide and she had songs to sing. Said she couldn't stay tied down by simple things. I let her go, though it tore me apart, 'cause loving her meant giving her a head start. Sometimes I stand where her shadow once lay and pray she's smiling somewhere far away. Now this old dirt road don't echo like it used to. No laughter drifting in the morning dew. The day she left, the lantern quiet and restless. That was where the fields lost her footsteps. But I still walk the path she used to trace, trying to feel her in this empty place. Maybe she found the stars she dreamed of. Maybe she's dancing in the life she loves. But if she ever comes back needing rest, these fields remember her better than the rest. Still this old dirt road don't echo like it used to. Just a lonely sky with a fading blue. The day she left, the lantern quiet and breathless. Yeah, that's where the fields lost her footsteps. And I'll keep waiting, 'cause hope never forgets where the fields lost her footsteps. She packed up her denim and her dreams in a hand-me-down Silverado. Said, baby, don't you worry about me. There's a bigger world, I gotta go. I tried to smile like I understood, but the truth hit hard and gritty. 'Cause my heart stayed and hers rolled to the city. I waved as the dust kicked up behind her. Swear I felt my whole world get lighter and darker. Now she's chasing neon instead of fireflies, running with a pace I could never try. She traded dirt roads for a midnight skyline, and I'm still stuck on goodbye. Yeah, she took her chances past the county line, left me holding what we used to be. My heart stayed, and hers rode to the city. Her mama says she's doing real well, got a job downtown and a new crowd. She posts pictures from rooftop bars, she looks happy, I'll admit it out loud. But every time I pass that old creek bend, it's a movie of her and me, where my heart stayed and hers rolled to the city. I keep her jacket hanging by my bedside, like maybe she'll walk through one more time. Now she's chasing neon instead of fireflies, running with a pace I could never try. She traded dirt roads for a midnight skyline, and I'm still stuck on goodbye. Yeah, she took her chances past the county line, left me holding what we used to be. My heart stayed, and hers rolled to the city. Maybe someday she'll miss the quiet, miss the porch light glow and summer rain. Or maybe she found exactly what she always hoped she'd gain. Either way, I love her steady, even if she can't love me. 'Cause she's still chasing neon, wild and free, living in a world so far from me. She traded dirt roads for a midnight skyline, left memories where they used to be. And I'm still here wishing she'd come back to me, but wishes ain't reality. My heart stayed, and hers rolled to the city. To the city.
We were sitting on a hood of your Chevy, watching gold melt into blue. Didn't know that quiet evening was the last I'd spend with you. You held my hand a little tighter, said forever like you meant the word. Funny how the softest moments end up being the ones that hurt. I still taste that summer air, still feel your heartbeat everywhere. 'Cause last year's sunset was our last, didn't see the future moving fast. Thought we had all the time to paint the sky and hold on tight, but seasons turn and shadows cast, and love like ours was our last. You said you needed bigger horizons, dreams too wide for this small town. I tried to hold you close, but baby, you were made to chase the clouds. Now I'm sitting on that same old tailgate, watching colors fade along, wishing I could turn the daylight back to when your heart was still my home. Every time the sky turns red, I hear the last words that you said. 'Cause last year's sunset was our last. Didn't see the future moving fast. Thought we had all the time to paint the sky and hold on tight. But seasons turn and shadows cast, and love like ours just couldn't last. Now I'm living in the past, 'cause last year's sunset was our last. Maybe someday I'll chase a new light, find a sunrise that don't fade. But right now every evening sky pulls me back to that tape. If letting go is part of loving, guess I'm learning how to do it slow. Still wishing I could hold the glow of the you I used to know. Yeah, last year's sunset was our last. Didn't know the moment slipped so fast. We thought we had all the time to paint the sky and hold on tight. But seasons turn and shadows cast, and love like ours just couldn't last. And still I'm living in the past, 'cause last year's sunset was our last. Last year's sunset was our last. Got much more than an old Ford truck, a couple worn out dreams and a little bit of luck. She used to say that simple was enough for her. Coffee in the morning, Sunday whisper in the church, but somewhere in the quiet she outgrew this place, chasing bigger cities, brighter lights, faster pace. Now I'm standing in the doorway where she used to stay. Still hear her voice like it never slipped away. I'm just a simple man left holding yesterday, holding on to memories she let fade, while she's out there writing new lines in her story. I'm stuck replaying the one she left for me. She packed tomorrow in a suitcase and walked away. Left a simple man here holding yesterday. Her sweater still hanging on the back porch rail, the one she stole from me when the nights turned pale. I tried to let go, tried to move on down the road, but every song on the radio feels like I wrote it alone. Friends say time's a healer, but they don't understand it's slow work fixing a broken, steady man. Every sunrise tells me she ain't coming back, but my heart keeps trying to rewrite the facts. I'm just a simple man left holding yesterday, holding on to memories she let fade, while she's out there writing new lines in her story. I'm stuck replaying the one she left for me. She packed tomorrow in a suitcase and walked away. Left a simple man here holding yesterday. Maybe one day I'll wake up and the hurt will be gone. Find a little strength and finally moving on. But tonight the past is all I've got to my name. The poet's like glowing, whispering her name. I'm still a simple man left holding yesterday, but I'm learning how to breathe in my own way. She's out there somewhere finding who she's meant to be, and maybe there's a new tomorrow waiting on me. Till then I'll mend this heart she couldn't stay, with a simple man left holding yesterday. Yeah, I'm still holding on, but a little less each day. It was dawn when she stepped out on the gravel, the wind in her hair, ready for the world to unravel. She said, I love you, but I gotta see what's out there. Left a goodbye kiss hanging in the cool morning air. I watched her silhouette fade where the road bends. Never thought the drive would be the story's end. And every tire mark she left on that lane feels like a memory carved in my veins. It's been 1 year since her boots faced the highway, since she turned her back on the small town driveway, chasing big sky dreams past the county sign, searching for a life that could outshine mine. And I'm still here, hoping she'll come back someday. Yeah, it's been 1 year since her boots faced the highway. Her old jacket still hanging on the porch swing, faded denim ghost of a summertime flame. I still find her notes in the drawer she left, little scribbles of love and loop and script. Sometimes I swear I hear her laugh in the night, but it's just my heart playing tricks on my mind. If leaving was freedom, I hope she found it, 'cause losing her sure taught me what love is. It's been 1 year since her boots faced the highway, since she turned her back on the small town driveway, chasing big sky dreams past the county sign, searching for a life that could outshine mine. And I'm still here, hoping she'll come back someday. since her boots faced the highway. But my love's still standing in that same place. If she ever turns back, she'll see the light I kept burning for her every lonely night. Till then, this heart keeps counting the days, 'cause it's been 1 year since her boots faced the highway. She grew up where the gravel meets the two-lane, and bare feet swinging on a back porch swing. Friday nights with tailgates and the bonfire glow. She swore small town life was everything, but a heart like hers was meant for running. Guess I always kinda knew one day she'd trade that barnwood for high-rise views. And she kissed me soft, said don't you worry, but her dreams were louder than her hurry. Now she's wearing heels on a downtown street, chasing sunsets from the 17th. Got a skyline glow where the stars once shone, in a city that finally feels like home. I'm still driving past the fields we knew, wondering if she misses them too, 'cause she traded barnwood for high-rise views. I heard she got a job in a glass-top tower, coffee in hand at the break of dawn. Swap rodeo nights for rooftop hours, but I can't say she got it wrong. Her mama keeps her room the same, with the posters and the worn-out boots, a reminder of the girl with high-rise dreams, solid roots. Sometimes I picture her looking out a window, wondering if she hears that old wind blow. Now she's wearing heels on a downtown street, chasing sunsets from the 17th. Got a skyline glow where the stars once shone, in a city that finally feels like home. I'm still driving past the fields we knew, wondering if she misses them too, 'cause she traded barnwood for high-rise views. Maybe someday our paths will cross in a diner or an airport hall. She'll smile and say she found her place, and I'll say I'm proud she chased it all, 'cause some hearts shine brighter when they're breaking through. Girl had to trade the barnwood for high-rise views. Now she's wearing heels on a downtown street, chasing sunsets from the 17th. Got a skyline glow where the stars once shone, in a city that finally feels like home. I'm still driving past the fields we knew, thinking how she finally grew when she traded barnwood for high-rise views. Yeah, she traded barnwood for high-rise views. Left with a suitcase full of sunrise dreams. Said the city lights might treat her right. I stood on the porch with a coffee cup, watching taillights fade into the night. Thought maybe she'd call by Christmas, say she missed this quiet town. But it's been 1 year since her love went uptown, and I still keep her picture on the dash of my old Ford, just a reminder of a heart that don't live here anymore. It's been 1 year since her love went uptown, since her boots touched concrete, since mine stayed on the ground. She traded porch swings for rooftop views, butterfly kisses for skyline blues, and I'm still here spinning circles around. 1 year since her love went uptown. Her mama says she's smiling now, working late and shining bright. Says she found her place among the taxi horns and neon nights. But every time I drive past where her laugh used to sound, I feel that year-old ache of her love gone uptown. Now I've tried to let her memory go, but some roots just grow too deep. She was my morning, noon, and night. Now she's just a dream I keep. It's been 1 year since her love went uptown, since her boots touched concrete, since mine stayed on the ground. She traded porch swings for rooftop views, butterfly kisses for skyline blues, and I'm still here spinning circles around. 1 year since her love went uptown. Maybe someday she'll come driving back, say the city couldn't hold her heart, or maybe she found something real in the world that pulled us apart. Either way, I'll raise a glass to the girl I once found before 1 year took her love uptown. It's been 1 year since her love went uptown, and I'm still barefoot on this same old ground. She traded porch swings for rooftop views, Friday night dances for big city truths, but I'm learning how to live without the girl who turned my world around. 1 year since her love went uptown. Yeah, 1 year since her love went uptown. January hit like a hard freeze night. Found a note on the counter saying she'd lost the fight. February felt colder than it had in years. Valentine roses turned to dust and tears. By March I kept hoping she'd walk back through that door, but spring bloomed early and she didn't anymore. I keep counting the days, but time ain't kind. Every page I turn just reminds. It's been 12 months of missing her boots beside mine. 12 rounds of the seasons and I'm still stuck in rewind. From the first green of April to December's porch light shine. I've been waiting, wishing, praying for some sort of sign. Yeah, it's 12 months of missing her boots beside mine. July brought the fireflies, but not her smile. Just me and that gravel road that runs for miles. August sunburned the fields we used to roam. Funny how a place can feel less like home. By fall I finally boxed up the memories left, but her shadow still dances in the space she kept. Tried to move on, but the heart don't lie. Some goodbyes don't fade with time. It's been 12 months of missing her boots beside mine. 12 rounds of the seasons and I'm still stuck in rewind. From the first green of April till December's porch light shine. I've been waiting, wishing, praying for some sort of sign. Yes, 12 months of missing her boots beside mine. Maybe she's somewhere dancing under brighter stars. Maybe she found freedom in another's arms. But if she ever wonders who still holds that flame, my door ain't locked and my heart ain't changed. It's been 12 months of missing her boots beside mine. And maybe next year I'll learn to leave the past behind. But until then, this lonesome heart will toe the line between letting go and hoping she'll realign. Yeah, it's 12 months of missing her boots beside mine. A full year later, and I still find 2 empty footprints where hers matched mine.